The silence is preparing us to receive this wordless teaching. Our habit is that we have gone from place to place since we were children, preparing through school, expecting some conceptual answers which will explain what is going on. Everyone is looking for some sort of an answer. Then we come to a point where we see that no concept will do it. You see. There's something much deeper, something much broader, something here which is the essence of existence, which I find that no word can truly get to. And in this silence, we're losing this reliance on words. And as we go along, over the next few days, we'll see that these words were given much more importance than they deserve. And nothing came to a standstill just because of our silence. We are preparing to come face to face with our non-conceptual reality, the non-phenomenal self. How does one convince a drop of water that it is actually the infinite ocean? This leap seems too much for a drop to understand. There's something that shifts, where we drop the personal perspective, the idea that I'm just this drop. And everything is on our side for this dropping. All the ground has been prepared for this unfolding. And there is complete trust here that the voice which speaks these words is the same voice which brought this one to its unfolding. And now uses this body to share these words. So if it was possible here, then it is completely possible for all imagined drops to see for themselves that they are just one infinite ocean. And if you notice, actually, our conversation is exactly like that. You come and say, I'm just this mere drop. I say, can you check and look and tell me, where is this one, this drop? When you say, I can't find the boundaries, then what makes you think you're a drop? Okay, I see I'm not the drop, I'm the ocean. So now, which way should the drop go? Should it go left or should then what to say? Yes, yes, I see I'm not the drop. I find no boundaries to myself. All appearances are appearing inside me and they're going inside me. And yet, I'm not convinced. Because I was promised that I will become a super drop with a halo. I don't see the halo. And these dust particles which are inside me are still there. I was promised that they will not be there anymore. These feelings and these thoughts. And the best one of them all is, okay, yes, I see I'm the ocean, but then so what? What did the drop get? You cannot argue with that drop. But as I've been saying all morning, it is not true that the ocean became a drop. And then now the drop has to become the ocean again. It is just that the ocean itself is pretending, it has the power to pretend. Therefore, the switch is much simpler than we can imagine. And just in the seeing that I cannot find this individual identity, it was always just an idea. It never really happened. Then it cannot survive. The false cannot survive. And sometimes it survives with our permission. I want to play as a drop some more. I'm not done yet. Or some deluded idea that there might still be some hope for that halo. I want to give this enlightened person thing one last shot. Because I heard such good things about these enlightened people. They could be at multiple places at the same time. They had all kinds of siddhis and powers. They were just in bliss all the time. They needed no sleep. And whatever they wished for would appear in front of them. So are we still waiting for those minuscule gifts that a drop can get? Or are we open now to just looking openly and coming to the realization that this individual, like cannot find. And one important resistance also that comes up is that the same mind says, it cannot be true like this because you could not have been so stupid to have believed yourself to be this for so long. There must be something wrong with this picture. Maybe there is a way that the ocean became a drop and it happened to you. And now you're getting back to becoming the ocean. It's a much more glorious story. And we want that kind of story. We're not willing to admit that it was just a delusion. It was just an idea. It was nothing at all. Because what kind of biography is that? Even now, some of us might be waiting for some explosive experience. Because we are not happy if this story was to end so meekly. I searched and I searched for so many years. Then one day I was just sitting in this hall in Tiruvannamalai, and it occurred to me I'm not this ego. And I could see that only being is here. And I am the witness of even this being. End of story. Who will buy this book? Don't want. No, we want some explosion. Then I came up on the hot seat and just looking at the master's eyes, something just exploded and everyone said, "Ah." At least that much story. So I'm making a joke out of it, but this tendency to storify. That's why I ask you this question, whether if this was the end of the story, not even some deaths were to happen now, just nothing to storify now after this point. Just now, the story ends. Are you okay with this? Nothing to report. No supernatural phenomena. Not even an awakening experience to write about. Just simply sitting here, I saw that I have never been a person. That much I'll give you. Okay? And it is a little bit confusing because the seeming journey started because I wanted some things. I wanted peace, I wanted bliss, I wanted joy, I wanted all kinds of things. I could have wanted astral travel, I could have wanted to predict the future, I could have wanted a lot of these things. But I got nothing. And even this I got taken away from me. So not only didn't I get anything, even this I got taken from me. As I was telling Karambi earlier that this is a root question, you see. Do I want to be a free cat or do I want freedom from the cat? Do I want to now be a cat with a halo or am I done playing cat? Am I willing to throw away my checklist of my idea of what freedom should be? And if you already know what freedom is, then why you need a teacher? So these are the tricks of the mind, all the resistances which can. The truth is much simpler than that. Always available, just present. And yet more magnificent and more glorious than any mind can picture, than any imagination can get to. And that is why, like my master says, no one who has discovered this truth about themselves says, I would rather go back and just be a person. No one.